guys, Loot Wizard here with another video on Gems of War, and in this one I wanted to show off a few teams that I've been using with the new Mythic troop, Tian Yi, that just came out this month. So let's get into it here. I'll go over the 4 teams that I've been playing around with right now, and then we will go and test them out. So the first one here is something I actually saw on Reddit. You have Silent Sentinel at the top as a tank, and it reduces damage from spells by 25%, damage from skulls by 50%, and when the enemy inflicts skull damage on you, silence is inflicted upon them. So that's really good, and it explodes a column, and it gains 25 life, and if any enemy is silenced, enchant all other allies. So it's a really good tank and mana generator. And in the second place, I have the weapon Mountain Crusher, which is a really good mana generator as well. And as the hero class, I am using the Bard, fully leveled Bard. It gives all yellow allies 1 to stats at each turn. Also, since I have it leveled to 100 here, it starts with 50% mana, and it gains enchant when matching green gems. So that's really important too, because if I can't find enough brown to get my Mountain Crusher up, I can enchant it by matching a green. And the third spot is the Mythic troop, Tian Yi, and this steals magic from the first enemy at the start of my turn, has enemy gem masteries, 20% chance to dodge skull damage. Also, it has all this splash damage, double damage if my attack is greater, summon monkey disciples. And the fourth troop is Luna, which deals damage to all enemies, and it either inflicts 1 to 2 status effects on all enemies, or it grants 1 to 2 status effects on all allies. So again, and also in the traits, it explodes a random gem when matching yellow gems, so that keeps the board moving. So this is a pretty good one here. Another one that I was testing out is this one here. Slightly different setup. In the top, I have my hero, this time the giant hero class, and with the weapon Garland Staff. This one doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but the main reason I use it is so that it grants status effects to all allies, 1 to 2 status effects to all allies, and it also, if you have it fully upgraded like I do, it enchants itself and it entangles the first enemy at the top, so it's really good for that. And then I have this guy, Ragnagord, for a mana generator, starts at 50% mana. And it explodes 18 random gems of a chosen color, so you can choose which color to explode. So that's great. And then in third spot, I have the Mythic troop. And fourth spot, I have this guy here, so that all wild folk start battle with 50% mana. And it also does damage boosted by wild folk. So, yeah, this is a pretty good setup here, because the Mythic troop will start at 50% mana because of this, and then you have your mana generator and a sort of tank up here at the top with entangling, and it grants status effects. So there's a chance that all of your troops will get enchanted and barrier or submerge, any one of those different effects every time you cast the Garland Staff. So that's good. And Garland Staff is one of the faction weapons, so just keep an eye out for it if you don't have it when one of the factions comes around, and you can purchase that with gems. Alright, the third one here that I have is a entire wild folk team. So the hero class here is the Bard, which is wild folk, and I chose the weapon Orpheus Lute because it cleanses and enchants all other allies. So that's really good too. So and the banner for that's double yellow, so all you have to do is match 1 yellow and it will be fully up. And everything starts half mana, because again you have this guy here, starts all wild folk with 50% mana, and so they all start 50% mana, and all you have to do is get this up and then enchant, and it enchants all of these and then you can just start laying into the damage. And also, since this gains 29 life and it is gaining 1 stat per turn, this will get act as kind of a tank because it'll gain a lot of health. So that's the third one. The fourth one, which this is actually probably my favorite out of the 4. I have Gotha at the top, which is an excellent tank. Reduces damage from skulls by 75%, and it explodes 20 random gems. Cleanse is itself. Second spot, I have the Giant, or the Titan hero class, and the weapon Jar of Eyes, which again is a faction weapon, and it's fully upgraded, so it creates an ice storm every time you cast it, which is very important. So Jar of Eyes here, it will explode brown gems. It'll summon a random all-seeing eye troop if there's room for it. So it'll explode brown gems, and the brown gems will feed into your Gotha. And then as it creates that ice storm, a bunch of blue will fall down, which will fill up your Jar of Eyes again. And then all of the blue that goes over that will go right into Tian Yi, the Mythic troop here. And that fills up really quickly. And the fourth troop is the legendary troop Medea. And she does damage to all enemies. But the trick here too with her is that she enchants all ally demons and barrier all ally mystics. So it turns out that Tian Yi is a mystic, so it will gain barrier, and Medea will also barrier herself because she's a mystic. And then Gotha is a daemon, so Gotha will be enchanted when you cast Medea. So it really does flow nice, and we'll go and test it here. I'll do a battle with each one of them, and I will start with this one here at the bottom. So the thing that you want to do with this is you want to try to get Jar of Eyes up first if you have the option of blue or green, and which I don't on the board. So if that's the case, we're just going to go and try to get Gotha up first. And let's see. Gotha's up, we'll cast that. Yeah, we'll explode Jar of Eyes. And now we have our Mythic up. So I'm going to go ahead and cast this. And stun some of those guys. Do some skull damage. Go ahead and cast Gotha again. They killed my Gotha, but it's all fine because we got plenty of summons here, even if that dies. And we got one troop left here. So, try to get Jar of Eyes up here real quick. If he'd stop exploding the board. There we go. I don't even need to get Jar of Eyes because we can finish him off with the Mythic. Yeah, we can do one more. I don't know if I can beat on all dragon team here, but we'll give it a shot. There we go. Got some nice mana surges going on. Uh-oh. That's fine. Alright, so my attack is 38. I can go ahead and hit this one to do double. And I'm going to go ahead and explode Gotha, fill up my Mythic again. And we'll go ahead and hit these again. And yeah, we'll go ahead and cast Medea so that I can enchant Gotha. Gotha's up. I can cast him and it'll cleanse. And now the Mythic is up once again. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cast Jar of Eyes. Looks like Gotha is down, but that's fine. Let's see, we'll try to get Jar of Eyes up maybe, or oh, he had a summon there. Well, that's fine. Go ahead and stun him. And he's dead. Yeah, so that's that team. Now, let's go in and test out the next one. The Bard Enchant. So what you're going to look for most of the time here if you have this team is you want to look for a yellow right away so you can get your enchant weapon up. Cast that. And then just pick off skulls or mana that will fill up your troops from that point on. Looks like my Mythic is now up. I'll go ahead and cast that. And Luna's up. And they're dead. Now I picked kind of an easier team in PvP for that one. But it works okay on some of these. I don't know if I could beat this team with it. But we'll just... I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll just show them off here. This one here with the Garland Staff. We'll check this out. So with this setup, you want to get this guy, Ragnagard, up probably first so that you can explode. And that should fill something up. And make sure you get all your 4 or 5 matches. I'm going to cast Garland Staff. That will entangle the first enemy. And now my Mythic is up. Cast this again. And we'll explode. And he's dead. Alright, so now let's check out this last team that I have here with the Sentinel. So you want to probably, with this team setup, you want to try to get Mountain Crusher up first. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and explode a row. Now he just got silenced, so that's beautiful. Because he did skull damage against my Sentinel. So now we got everything up. We'll cast this 47 attack. Yep, my attack's greater than all these guys. So we'll just go ahead and hit this here and stun those. Let's cast Luna. And then since he's got a silenced troop over there, this will enchant all of my troops. Go ahead and use Mountain Crusher again. And he's pretty much dead. And he's goner. So yeah, that's it, guys. Those are the 4 teams that I came up with. Well, the first one here, Tian Sentinel, that one I actually saw on Reddit. These other 3 I just kind of came up with myself. But I'm sure there's lots of other teams that this Mythic troop can fit into. So if you have any teams that you really like with him, feel free to put them in the comment section. Alright guys, thanks for watching.